Digging out our ongoing look at the pandemic recovery. Mask mandates sound good in theory, but the reality is they're hard to enforce, and police, we found out, really aren't doing that. Tonight, with all of the mixed messages about masks over these last several months, it's no wonder some are not convinced that masks are the economic key to digging out. The president didn't wear one for the longest time.
Can you take it off because I cannot hear you?
I'll just speak louder, sir.
Even the U.S. Surgeon General early on tweeted, "Seriously, people, stop buying masks. They are not effective." Fast forward a few months. Now there are mask fights while others fight for their lives.
I'm also husband to a wife whose father is currently in the ICU. He got COVID at work because they don't have a mask mandate. We're not sure he's going to make it.
Add in mask mandates with fines and possible jail time.
It is the duty of every Metro police officer to enforce this law.
We're just asking you words.
Easier said than done, say police, who feel the weight of keeping the economy open as we dig out now falls squarely on them. Criminologist Dr. Alex Del Carmen.
You're asking law enforcement to enforce wearing a mask. It's an absolute disaster. This is way too much on them.
No justice, no peace. The calls to enforce mask mandates come during historic police protests and riots, and on the heels of widespread police shortages. In this Police Executive Research Forum report, in which Nashville's retired chief weighs in, nearly 90% of U.S. police departments report officer shortages. Right now, Nashville is 123 officers short. The police union president says in this memo to officers, "We have already reached out to the mayor's office and are actively expressing the significant concerns we have. In a climate where law enforcement is being criticized for over-policing the community, we are being told to assume the role of draconian enforcers of a mask mandate." I called all mid-state counties with mask mandates. Not one police department has issued a fine or put anyone in jail yet.
Yeah, we've done neither of the above.
Most say they're encouraging mask compliance, though Metro has issued 5,208 verbal warnings. Lipscomb economist Dr. Andy Borchers.
If we don't get more mask wearing, I'm concerned that we will see the recovery stall.
He calls the mask the ticket to consumer confidence.
Seemingly, the people that would want the economy most to get better should want masks. I mean, it just seems so logical to me.
And Dr. Cote, the Murfreesboro physician with a father-in-law battling COVID, agrees.
There are ways that governors and politicians can be creative about how this is enforced.
It's a simple personal decision that just might save an elderly person's life in this state. It just might be the difference in being able to keep a business open in Tennessee.
The governor encourages masks, but isn't mandating them, though Nashville's mayor thinks we need a statewide mandate.
Success in a pandemic will require more than an every county for itself response.
We are clearly at a critical crossroads.
Whose responsibility should this be, though, if not the police?
The governors of the states actually enable the Department of Public Safety, the Department of Health within that state to do it. But to really just give this to local law enforcement to handle at a time when we are dealing with a crisis throughout the United States about their credibility, about their legitimacy. I mean, it's really unfair.
The president today likened wearing a mask to being patriotic, and the accountability on masking may ultimately prove to lie with each one of us.